Right now we're walking down the street in South Side Chicago to check out the one and only Al Capone's former house.
We are in Al Capone's former neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome.
Very exciting. This house was one that he lived in. They got it back in the 1920s. The house was built in 1905. He lived here with his wife and with his mother. We got a lot more to tell you about. We're going to show it to you, talk about the secret tunnel and all kinds of stuff. We cordially invite you to come along for the adventure.
Come along. This is such a beautiful and peaceful, quiet neighborhood. It's really crazy to think that Al Capone actually lived on this street.
Very crazy, although we've heard that these gangsters like to keep their personal life and business life separate. That's why this is several miles outside of Cicero, where his main headquarters were. We're gonna flip around because we've come up to the house right now. Now apparently it had steel doors of some sort. Obviously that's been changed out a little bit, and you can still see some of the other things that Capone has done to this house. We also heard that he usually stayed up there on the second level when he was here with his mother. His mother would stay on the first level. Apparently he was kind of a prisoner in his own home. He said in a newspaper article back in the 1920s, he said that when he stayed at this house, that's how he felt. I think it's because his mom wouldn't let him get up to any of his rowdy business. His mom was not real big on the whole gangster thing, and you can probably imagine why.
She demanded respect.
That's right, she demanded respect at all times. So you can see the bars on the windows right here. That was a Capone thing that he put in. Back over here is the garage, where he always kept a car hidden, and the real estate listing for this said there was a good chance he had an underground tunnel where he could escape from, running from the basement back there somewhere underground and up into the garage. He could jump in his car and take off in the backyard if he needed to get out of here. I don't know what other kind of precautions he had, probably a lot.
Ooh, well, we do know one thing, that his vehicle was fully bulletproof and really crazy. Like, how much did he spend at the Ford?
I have no idea. A ton of money on
like
that
30 grand, I think it was.
Yeah, we can look
Not
that up.
exactly sure.
But there's the house right there, the Al Capone residence. He probably would not have liked us here too much.
No.
If he was still around, would he?
Well, maybe he would have.
Maybe
He
he would have
did
invited us in.
like to be in the public eye for all the
That's
right
right.
reasons.
And he liked to help out the poor sometimes. He had his own soup kitchen. We got a lot more Al Capone stuff coming up. We'll put some links down there below when we get those stories up.
For sure.
Let's take a closer look at the house.
It's a 6-bedroom home with a total square footage of 2,820. So we assume the bedrooms are relatively small. The real estate agent said that the door to the underground tunnel is still there in the basement, although the tunnel has been filled in. Here you can see where 4 windows used to be on the house. Since then, they have been filled in with bricks. The funeral of Al's brother, Frank Capone, was held at this house on April 4th, 1924. Here you can see the bars in front of the lower windows on this side of the house. Also, it does appear this is the metal gated door Capone added in front of the front door. Originally, the home was listed for $450,000 back in 2009, but there weren't any takers. Last year in 2019, the house sold for $229,000. There were bids to put a historical marker here and turn it into a landmark, but the city of Chicago said no to that back in 1989. Al's mother, Teresa Capone, died in this house in 1952. Early the next year, Al's sister Mafelda sold the house, and it left the Capone family for good. This home actually sold recently for more than double the amount that they were asking for.
It's crazy to think about. They were asking for like 109. It was well over 200,000. You wonder what they're going to do with it now. The upstairs at least looks pretty empty. There are some blinds here on these windows, so we can't see in to tell what's going on. If anybody's living here now, there's no cars parked out here. There's a camera up there at the top, so we're not sure what's going on. You'd think maybe a museum. They could make a lot of money off this place. The previous owner went into foreclosure. That's why they had to sell it. And the new owner really wanted this house. But what they're doing with it, we just don't know.
Having fun.
Y'all be sure to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you can come along with us on future adventures.
Come along.